Well, here in Queensland, there's certain laws about keeping your crocodiles for demonstrations. You see, they're not allowed to be kept for over 1.2 metres. And I'll have a little bit of a predicament. You see, my big salty is well and truly over that. And last time I had the authorities come and knock at the door, they looked and said, alright, you have to sort it. That's all good and well. There are a handful of crocodile farms that will take her. And problem is, when the crocodile farms take her, they turn her into a handbag and some Asian dinner. Anyway, I'm not too keen on that. Having worked with this crocodile for 7 years, you kind of build a bit of a bond, a little bit more than a tool of the trade. And also this particular crocodile, she's got an unusually awesome personality. Obviously when I enter her enclosure now, she straight away thinks there's food, so she spins around and carries on like a salty. But as soon as we snout her and take her outside, for 12 hours straight, 3 days in a row, she can be poked, prodded, kicked, molested by kids, and she doesn't flinch, she doesn't care. She's an awesome tool to promote conservation and ecology of reptiles. You see, the whole objective of us doing demonstrations is to try and sway the public's perception on the big nasty things that do damage to us and let them realise that there's also a good side. And I, in my own opinion, believe that there is no better tool than this girl here. She's awesome. Awesome to look at. Awesome in every which way, shape and form. And I can understand why the laws are in place. You see, if some accident were to happen and she grabbed your arm, she'd probably rip your freaking arm off. And you'd end up on the front page news. And then all of a sudden all the public will be going, how is it this bogan is allowed to keep such an animal in his backyard? So National Parks think, well, we'll make it, cap them at 1.2 metres, and therefore if there are any accidents it'll be blood and ouch, no more. Which is all good and well. Now, I've been asked to get rid of my corset here, and initially it was good because a zoo, if you want to call it a zoo, not too far from my house, as in almost walking distance, it's 5 minutes drive, they call themselves Paradise Country, said they'd love to have her. And we went and had meetings in regards to it and how we'd have to set up and where we'd have to set it up, and everything was going good. But they then heard rumours, which I don't know whether it's true or not, heard rumours that the legislation from the authorities was changing and that the enclosures that crocodiles are kept in will be very different to what they are now. So they've backed out of it. Then a zoo down south where we got our albino possum from, called Wildlife Wonderland, were keen. And I was procrastinating about sending her down during winter time, and in that time things have happened to Wildlife Wonderland. The employers that I was dealing with are no longer there, and I'm in the poo a little bit with her. Now it is come of time of the year where it's a little bit warmer and they're just starting to warm up, and I'm going to have to start looking for somewhere for her to go. I'm doing some dealings with Gosford Reptile Park, and I'm hoping that with a little bit of luck we'll be able to convince them to keep her and let her live her life rather than get nailed. Alright. There she is there. You can see her length. This piece of timber that she's on is 2.4 long. And when she's just about touching the end there, if I touch her tail she'll spin around and grab me because she thinks food, but the tail's curled up here, so I guess it's probably 4, so she'll be 2.2, 2.3 metres now. And you see the width of her. Still very cold at the moment. We're probably looking at 22, 23 degrees, which in the terms of crocodile is way too little. You see her skin's a little bit dry there, and the reasons for that is she's spending a lot of time in the sun trying to warm up rather than jumping in the water and doing what she's got to do. But that'll change in the next couple of weeks because it's going to be so warm. But okay. Oh, Bubba. She thinks I've got food for her. Obviously I'm not going to put the camera too close. We'll probably lose the camera and any fingers that go with it. No big deal, watch your toe there. I don't want to close the door now because your toe's going to get jammed. But anyway, this is cursed and I wanted to go to a good home. So I'm going to post this on the websites. I could sell it to people in Victoria because people in Victoria are allowed to keep them up to whatever size, 10 foot, whatever. But I'm worried that she'll go to some bogan who won't look after her. And also I've had a few people ring me in regards to it, but they've never had crocodiles and they make a mistake with her and I'll lose limbs. But you can see how placid she is. Any reaction that she had then was purely food. Because she thinks I'm about to, she'll eat anything. She's the sort of crocodile that you'll do a show all weekend, bring her home, undo her and put her back in her enclosure and offer her food. She'll come straight back out and eat it straight away, which is a sign of the fact she's not stressing so much. But anyway.